needed to make this decision by myself and for myself.
Good.
And know that I was making it for the right reasons. And so I kept it really to myself, well, to myself and Adam for a very long time, just because I needed that space to know that whatever decision I made was completely for me without anyone else's influence.
Amberlynn, follow this lady. Hello, beautiful people. It's Mama Goob. So I'm back with you today. I want to introduce you to another creator that I think is doing everything right. I wish Amberlynn would be more like her. Her name is her name is Trina Louise, and she's from the UK. I think she's actually in England, but I'm not sure. London, England. Anyways, I was watching her when like I said before, I'm just like totally into plus size clothing hauls because I love it when the items look awesome on them. So, she is a creator that I think more people should watch. She's really, come a long way doing everything right. I want to show you first her video before she announced she was getting weight loss surgery. Now, the reason why this is awesome is because she did this whole preparation and she didn't tell anybody, she didn't come on screen, she didn't hype anybody up. She just did her clothing hauls, got ready for the surgery on her own, and that's pretty much it. So let me show you what she looked like before one of her typical videos, and then I'll show you her discussion on the weight loss surgery, and then I want to finally show you what she looks like now, which is amazing. So without further ado, this is Trina Louise. This was uploaded on September 3rd, 2022. So just giving you sort of an idea of what she looked like.
Bloom Chic actually go up to a US 30. I thought it was a UK 30, but they go up to a US 30. So that is a UK 34, which is just amazing. So well done, Bloom Chic, because it's hard. Like, getting clothes at a 26, 28 is hard. Getting clothes 30 and above is just so difficult. So having 32s and 34s is just amazing.
And she always puts her size and then how much that she spent on the clothes. She's sponsored too. I think this video might have gotten her about 24,000 views.
If you are 30, 32, 34, definitely check out Bloom Chic because their dresses, we're here to talk about jeans today, but their dresses, I am obsessed, and
She's adorable.
Wait to do a massive dress haul, so that should hopefully be coming soon. So everything I've got is in a 30, and Bloom Chic did pick out these items for me themselves. So let's talk about the jeans first. So this is the first pair of jeans. They're a dark blue jean.
As you can see, she really carries her weight around her middle section, which is super dangerous. But she's showing it, and she's not sad and crying, and she makes sure that the clothes fit her, and if they don't, she admits they don't.
Very high-waisted, like they are perfectly high-waisted on me. I just took my top in so you can actually see. They have 2 buttons. I don't really know how you describe jeans apart from how they fit. So they are not, it's always hard for me to tell because I have smaller legs in proportion to my size. Finding skinny jeans is difficult, but I think that these
I actually have the opposite problem.
wouldn't necessarily be skinny jeans. I think they're sort of slim fit jeans. Hopefully you can see if I come over here. So they are a darker blue. They are potentially the tiniest bit too short for me, but I am 5'9", so I am taller.
Big girl.
But just bear in mind, if you're much taller, they might be a little bit short on you.
The thing is the pockets are coming out too. That's like my pet peeve.
They feel comfy. The big thing about the...
And are they kind of like distressed in weird spots? I don't know.
Jean range from Bloom Chic is that they're made from stretchy denim, so apparently I can squat in these jeans. I can't squat on the best of days, never mind in jeans, but we'll find out. Let's see. If I don't get back up again, if this video ends abruptly, then it's because I'm on the floor, but let's see. No, no one criticised my squat form. Okay, you can, you can. Yeah, what I'm doing down here. Yes, you can.
She's adorable, guys. I mean, she has a bright personality, and the next video I'm going to show you is her just announcing that she's going for weight loss surgery, which is, in my opinion, super inspiring. So we can't all be negative on this channel all the time. So this was uploaded on September 10th. So a few days after that Jeans video. The only thing that does bother me about her is she's another one that has to ride the fat acceptance train halfway. So she has to, accept fat acceptance, but then also realize that she needs to do this for her health. So that's the only thing. I mean, not that I'm expecting you to trash it, but the people who do this, they go to extreme measures with their words just to like make it as politically correct as possible, which on one hand I get, but on another hand, it's come on, girl. Like, let it go. We know it's not healthy. We know you were not healthy, especially with your weight all in your midsection. It's very dangerous.
Hello, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. I have restarted this video about 4 or 5 times.
She's so cute.
I think it's because I'm a little bit nervous because I have some big life news to share with you. In fact, you will already know because you'll have seen from the title of this video that I am having weight loss surgery. In fact, when you're watching this, I've already had the surgery. In my time, it's happening in 3 days. So it's Monday today, and I'm having it on Friday. I think that it's really important for me to be honest with you guys. I share my life. I shared my journey as a plus size woman. And I wouldn't want to hide something like this from you. So I always knew I wanted to update you guys and keep you in the loop. I just needed to take some time to process this decision by myself. It's annoying, but I'm a very easily influenced person. I think I'm getting better as I get older, but it is something that I've struggled
You can
with
tell
throughout
she's
my life.
uncomfortable.
So I needed to make this decision by myself and for myself
Good.
and know that I was making it for the right reasons. And so I kept it really to myself. To myself and Adam for a very long time, just because I needed that space to know that whatever decision I made was completely for me without anyone else's influence.
Amberlynn, follow this lady.
So that's why I'm coming to you after surgery, to give me time to process what's happened and to heal and to get into a good place before I share it with whoever's watching this video. I am having a gastric bypass
Good.
on Friday, like I was saying.
Very nice.
It's something I've been thinking about for a long time. I've probably been seriously thinking about it for sort of 8 to 12 months. It started off as this idea of something that I just thought I couldn't do or I shouldn't do. And I just want to add a disclaimer here. I'm talking about my experience here. Nothing I say
She doesn't want to get canceled.
should reflect on how you feel about yourself or what decisions you
Which is
make
true.
or what path you take. I'm talking really personally, probably the most personally that I've
She wanted to live, guys.
ever talked on YouTube here. And really, I'm talking about my experience and what I have been through and what I've experienced and what I want from my life and my life experience. So I really don't want anyone to think that what I'm saying is a reflection on what I think anyone else should be doing. This is me, myself, and my own journey. So like I said, I've been thinking about it for quite a while, and
She wanted to live.
I couldn't, or I shouldn't, or I had all these misconceptions about what surgery would mean if I went down that route. And over the sort of past 8 to 12 months, I've been researching and learning more. And alongside learning more about surgery, I've been realizing how my weight affects the way I live.
Of course.
Now, I want to make something really, really clear from the get go. I am not having surgery to be slim,
Of
skinny,
course.
like to look in the mirror and
Same thing with Amberlynn. I agree. I agree with this 100%. Who cares what you look like? I'm sorry.
and look a certain way. I have
But she's gorgeous. Come on, guys.
worked so hard for the past 2 or 3 years to deal with my body issues and to come to a place of acceptance of the
Hmm.
way that I look. Now I'm not gonna lie to you and say there's not a tiny part of me that still has that urge in me to see a smaller person in the mirror or wear a smaller size. Society has ingrained that in me my entire life. So I'm not going to sit here and be like, I don't care what size I am, because there is still a part of me that
Of
does.
course.
What I'm saying is that it is in no way, shape, or form my main motivation, or even like it's nowhere near the
Yeah, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I agree with her 100%. I didn't go in thinking that I was going to, now be a bikini model because that's not what weight loss surgery is. It's not for the vanity 20 pounds. It's to save your life. Or in my case, speaking personally for me, it was to save my mobility or at least an effort
top of the list. It's
to
it's
save
it's
my
right at the
mobility.
bottom. The reason I'm having this surgery, well, one of the reasons, and I feel like you'll have to bear with me if this video is a bit rambly. I'm not scripted. I'm just talking to you. So if I'm a rambly person. But if I'm rambling more than normal,
So
it's
nervous.
just it's a difficult topic for me to talk
Of
about.
course.
So please bear with me. Um, One of the main reasons of having this surgery is because I do not feel comfortable in my body or in the world. So these are two different things. I'll unpack them separately. So, feeling comfortable in my body. I feel unfit. I
Hmm.
feel really unfit. I live in a house with 2 flights of stairs now, and I think that has made me realize, because we lived in a flat before, like I walk up 2 flights of stairs and I am so out of breath and
Hmm.
it hurts, and I need to just take a minute, sometimes two, to catch my breath. I can't go on walks with people because I'm so scared of how far they're going to walk, and can I keep up? Am I going to be exhausted? Am I going to be out of breath? Am I going to be a mess? I avoid those situations like the plague.
Mm.
I just feel
I know how she feels.
uncomfortable in my body. I feel unfit. And I feel like I've got to a place where the thought of going to the gym, like pre-pandemic, I really loved going to the gym. I love
Mhm.
weightlifting. I used to go to like body pump. I
The pandemic did a number on me too.
used to enjoy spin classes. I never really lost weight, but I got fitter. But I feel at the moment, through the pandemic, through just sitting at home and
Right,
surviving and not going outside for 2 years, I feel like my weight has crept up and my
right.
fitness levels have just dropped
Of course.
dramatically, and it feels so impossible to try and get that back right now. I'm sure it's not, but that's how it feels. And the other part of that is that I feel so uncomfortable in the world. Now, I don't mean the way that people look at me because of the size I am, but I mean like I don't fit in the world. Like every time I sit down in a chair, I have to quickly process like, am I going to physically fit in the chair? Am I going to break the
And then do you think she's bigger? Well, she's definitely taller than Amberlyn Reed. She's 5'9", but I wonder what she weighs. I wonder if she's going to tell us.
chair? Am I going to hurt from being sat in this chair? I feel like, and I'm sure a lot of you will relate, but I feel like with everything I do, throughout my day, I have to think about my size. I have to consider my
Yeah.
size. Like everything I want to go do, I have to think about whether my weight is going to be a problem for
Well, and especially because she's so middle heavy, I imagine she has a really rough time with chairs.
that. If I think I'm too big for theme parks at the moment. It's definitely here in the UK. But I want to go to a theme park. I want to go on a. I want to go to a water park. I want to be able to go for walks with my friends,
Of
or
course.
not even like I want to go on a hike because that's never going to be me. But I want
You
to
never
like
know.
if my friend says let's go walk the dog, I want to just be able to go and do that and hang out with my friend and a dog. Like I don't want my size and my fitness to be a blocker to me doing the things that I want to be
Of
able to
course.
do. I haven't really talked too much about this on here. I've mentioned it, but I've not talked about it. But I lost my mom when I
Oh,
was 20. Now, my mom was 40 when she passed away.
yikes.
and she passed away from something called sudden arrhythmic death disorder.
Holy moly.
Now, I'm not a medical professional, so I don't know the ins and outs, but what this means, from my understanding, is that there was a problem with the electrical signals to her heart and it
Mhm.
just stopped beating. It was cardiac arrest, like her heart just stopped beating, the signals weren't doing what they were meant to be doing.
That's as scary as hell.
And she dropped dead unexpectedly out
Oh
of
my God.
nowhere. We didn't see it coming, and that was it. So it was just a normal day, and then she was gone. That wasn't a weight related thing. Like that's just a thing, and
Mhm.
it is something that is could be hereditary. But
Sure.
that's it. I get tested. That's not what this is about. This point of talking about this is the fact that she passed away at such a young age. Um, Now, I'm not sat here thinking, oh my gosh, I'm going to die at a young age. That's not necessarily what it is. But I do think that when you lose a parent
Mhm.
or someone super close to you at such a young age, it does have an impact on the way that you look at life
Sure.
or like you think about time. And I think, especially as I'm getting older and I'm turning 30 next year, it's playing on my mind that in my mum's life, like if I was my mum, I would have 10 years left of my life.
Wow.
And I don't, and you might not understand this way of thinking if you haven't been in a similar situation. And I really hope you haven't. I really hope you haven't.
Sure.
But some of you probably can relate. So I keep thinking, like, if I was my mum, I'd have 10 years left. And do I want to spend the next 10 years of my life trying to be fitter, trying to lose weight to be able to do all these things that I want to do, potentially failing, potentially not getting there, potentially putting on more weight because every year of my life I've been bigger than I was the year before, like every year. The same, if not bigger. Most of the time, bigger. Do I want to spend the next 10 years of my life, which was the rest of the life she had, trying to lose weight and become fitter and probably failing? Because I've only ever failed.
See?
And I don't want to. I there's a lot of stuff I want to do,
Mhm.
um, and that she didn't get to do, and I would really like to be able to do those things. So it does influence the way that I'm looking at
Of
things. It
course.
really really does. So I think that's potentially why now is the time. It's
Amen.
the getting back into the world after the pandemic and realizing there's things that I can't do that I want to do,
Sure.
getting older and thinking about my mom, the way that I feel in my body now that I'm the biggest I've ever been, and how that's affecting the way my body feels and my fitness levels. Um, all these things, and it just means it's just the right time for
Yeah.
me. So
Great.
that being said, I am still petrified.
Of course.
It's I've never had an operation. It's going to mean massive life changes. I'm going through therapy alongside this because
Great.
I rely on food for emotional support.
Huh.
So I'm going to have to change that aspect of my life and find new ways of coping with
Yeah.
situations. So I'm going through therapy at the same time as having this surgery to help with that side of things, because surgery is just a tool. Surgery is just a tool. I'm not going to wake up after surgery and be skinny and or never be hungry again or be perfectly fit and healthy or never have any of the same demons that I've
Mhm.
battled with. They're still going to happen. There's just a tool that's going to help me. So there's still a lot of work. This is going to be the hardest thing I've ever done in my
Yep.
life by
Yep.
far, and I'm not blind to that. I really do know that. So that's why the therapy aspect is really important. Um, I've never had a surgery before, so that's a bit frightening. But more than anything, I am excited. I
Sure.
really, really am
I could
excited
feel it.
to I'm thinking in my head of all these things that I want to do next year that I haven't been able to do because of my size and my fitness. And there's this massive list of all these things that
As a spoiler alert, her recent video, she went on a beautiful vacation somewhere. So I won't show you the vacation one, but I do want to show you a little bit of the clothing haul that she tried on. So this was about 6 months later.
I want to do, and I'm going to be able to do them. That's just incredible to me. To Nothing is guaranteed, and like I said, I have to work
Right.
really hard. But if I do what I'm meant to do, I will be able to do these things, and that's just an incredible thing to know. And it's just the most powerfully motivating thought that there is. That
Can we
I
can
can do
we
the
let
things that
her
I've not
hook
been
up with
able to do before
Amber?
because of the size of my body. So I'm scared,
Of course.
but I'm excited. It's been a whirlwind of emotions and feelings, and it's,
Her hair is annoying me, guys. Not gonna lie.
it's been a lot. It's been a lot. But I'm excited. Now, I want to talk a little bit about what this means for YouTube and for the content that I make, because
So I'm gonna end this here for her video, but let's see what she looks like now. So this is her now. She's a UK size 22, 24. So this is about 6 months later. So I think that means a US size 20, 22. To me, she looks like a different person. So, and I'm not showing you this because it's all about the body. I just want to show you what a healthy person looks like to have the surgery and how beneficial it can be. So let's just watch a few minutes of this.
and it's a faux wrap dress, like it's sewn in place. It does have a little underskirt, which is great, so you don't have that worry with wrap dresses with wrap dresses that like you're gonna kick out and expose yourself, or not that we walk around kicking like this, but you know what I mean. There's no worries of exposing because you've got this little underdress, which I really appreciate, especially because it's not a sheer fabric, but it is a little bit more sheer. It's a gorgeous blue
It's
color.
very
I
flattering on her.
absolutely love it. I love it so, so much. The only thing I'm wondering is, so it does have an actual like waist tie that you can detach. I'm wondering, because the waist is quite elasticated, and it is a little bit baggy for me on the chest. Like I think I might need to safety pin this in place. I actually think I would have been better off in a 20. I do think this is really generously sized because I'm definitely not a 20 yet. So I do think it's a bit generously sized. It cinches itself in because it's elastic, but I think to deal with sort of the excess fabric on the chest, I would have been better off with a 20. But it's fine. I can just safety pin it in place, or put a little stitch in, or a little button or something. I would prefer not to need to do that, but I do know that right now my chest is quite a bit smaller in proportion to my tummy. I've said it a few times, but I'm losing weight pretty fast from my chest, so I'm struggling with the
That's what happens. Yes. They say you can't spot lose, but you do. It happens to me. Happens to most of us. It's okay.
disproportion. So I could have probably done better in a
It's like, so I lose quickly from my chest, but I gain quickly from my legs. I don't know. Doesn't make sense.
20. It's a great length. I absolutely love it. Like this, I would definitely wear to work. Like this would be such a good date
Yes, and she's maintained a job this whole time.
night kind of dress. Like wear it in the office, put on some lippy, and go out for drinks in the
Lippy. I love people from the UK.
evening.
Okay, guys, so was that a breath of fresh air or what? I really like her. I wish Amber Lynn would see people like this and be motivated. The only thing that I will say, which is disappointing, are her views have actually dropped since she got the surgery. So, her weight loss surgery updates are pretty well viewed, but her hauls are nowhere near what they used to be. And it's sad because I think she should be rewarded for what she's doing. But then again, Trina is not the type of person who lives and dies by YouTube, which is very healthy. So I think she's just doing great. And I wanted to show you that it's not all completely negativity, you know, people like Alexandra Rodriguez and Amberlyn Reed and Foodie Beauty and all that, and Sierra Schultze, even to an extent. There are some people out there trying to save their lives and spread the positivity. So that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Mwah. Love you.